Michael, here's your clap. Love it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tea Time. I'm your host, Kevin Martinez, also known as Kmart321 under the sun. Got no gun, no need to run. I am here with my boy Fame. This has been inspired by, but not brought to you by Arizona Iced Tea. What I'm drinking today is a green tea with ginseng honey. What are you having, my friend Fame?
I got my black and white iced tea for the first time with ginseng and honey. Beautiful. Go cop that.
No. Personal favorite. Like I told you, I'm happy everyone likes a black and white. It's very
fire.
good.
I love it.
So here we go. We're in Tea Time. Dude, we just had one hell of a podcast. You're a great guy, really, seriously. And
you too, Kev.
I feel like we're friends. We're friends already. As a matter of fact, Mike was telling me the other day. Mike gave me my roses the other day, bro. It was very nice for him to say. There was someone who has a podcast in his school, and they were like, "Oh, dude, like, it's very professional. Like,
yes, it is.
Their podcast, no, that the school podcast is much more professional than mine. But obviously, because they're using school equipment, they got 3 different cameras and shit. Right. And we're working with one. He's like, oh yeah, well that's cool, but like the host is not as interesting as Kevin. The host. And as a matter of fact, he was like, because J La Soul, I had a podcast with him last weekend. J La Soul came from Allentown, and I never met him, not a day in my life. Same thing as I'm talking to you. Mm-hmm. It's like, Kev, you have a way to be able to connect with people.
Yeah, you do.
And
you have a great spirit, bro.
I love it. Thank you. And it's like I was extremely happy to accept those roses. Like how people don't accept the roses as often as they should.
Yeah, that's true.
And you really should.
You deserve those roses because this is very professional. I thought, like I said, it was very professional thinking that you were talking about your podcast. Like, this is amazing, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's a great vibe. It's just good energy. I love it. I'm very glad to be here. I'm glad that you got me. You know what I mean? Like I told you on a phone call, I was looking forward to this shit for since we talked about it. And that was since last, what was it, like in October or something?
Yeah.
When we first talked about it?
It was a while back, that's for sure, because as a matter of fact, you and I met outside of Sanctuary Studio, and I was in the middle of my, it couldn't be October. No way. It had to be in the summertime.
It was. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah. It was after, it was like May.
Yeah.
I think, it was
Possibly.
It was May.
Nonetheless, we spoke about it a long time ago. We finally doubled back, and this happened, so I'm happy it did happen. It was a great conversation, Yes. And like I mentioned you in the podcast, I'm like, yo, this guy's like really spiritual. He's well aware of himself. And I think to myself all the time, because that's what you need to do to make sure that you're okay. You need to think to yourself and figure yourself out, right? Yeah. So I have like these notes on my phone called Tea Time, and they're just like notes that I go through. Like some are funny, some are real. Like when I lost my voice, that was real. I was like, yo, you can make up a voice in your head, and no one knows the voice. Mine is Morgan Freeman. But
it's fire, though. I'm telling you, man, speaking about that, the voice in your head, yo, I was actually watching an interview. I don't like. I
you're good. No, you're good, of course.
So I was watching an interview about I don't know if you know the artist KRS-One.
KRS-One? No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Great hip hop artist from like when hip hop just started in the Bronx. Like, great dude. And he's been on like a spiritual journey, going to colleges and speaking to people about like music theory and stuff like that. And yo, he broke it down the best. He was saying how like the flesh that we live in is really, and I understand this now, like the flesh that we live in is pretty much just the shit that we utilize to walk around and do these like human being things.
These day-to-day activities,
These day-to-day activities. But what's most important is what makes us different as human beings is that we have a soul and a spirit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you close your eyes, right? Like, let's say, let's do this right now.
Okay.
So, you see Arizona right here?
Yep.
I want you to do it too, Mike. We're all of us are going to close our eyes, and we're going to say Arizona in our head.
Okay.
All right. So, let's do it on 1, 2, 3. You said it, right?
Yeah.
In your head.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that? Like, who's speaking?
Yeah, who is that? Who is that exactly?
That's our souls.
Okay.
Like, that's what makes us different. And that's what is showing that who we truly are. Like, that's the shit that when you meet somebody off of the street, even a homeless guy, you know what I'm saying? And they start talking to you about some real shit. That's what they see. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the flesh no more. That's why I really want people to understand is like, this flesh, bro, don't be scared to die. Don't be scared of death. because the flesh will always go away.
Mm-hmm.
But the spirit and the soul is always here. You know, it's always going to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're always, like, we're beings that are so much more powerful than we think.
Yeah, so, we have so much more that we can definitely unlock. You know, you think about, you know, the brain. I'm thinking about physical right here, but I'm thinking about, like, the brain capability. You know, the ability to, we only use so much percentage of our brain. What is it? I don't know the percentage. Do you know?
Yeah, we only use 13% of our brain.
13%. Yeah. Okay. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You know, you think about all this shit that you could really potentially unlock, such as, like, the third eye. You know, they talk about the third eye.
Pineal glands, bro.
Mm-hmm, the pineal gland. That's such a interesting body. Your body's, it's pretty interesting, but that has to do more so with maybe your spirit and your soul, because you have to cleanse yourself. You have to do spirituality. You have to do yoga, stuff like that. You know, and I'm just speaking off of what I read. You know, obviously I don't do it. My pineal gland is probably all blocked up with all the gunk. I'm being honest with you, because I'm not very pure. But that's the humility. So that's what it is. And one of these things that I wrote down was life is incredible. This was really what I was thinking. I was sitting on my couch right over there. I said, life is incredible. Mm-hmm. To be lost and be so sure of yourself, but still lost. Oh. It's incredible. What I mean by that is I'm doing all of these things to be a great podcaster, you know? Get the equipment, feel what it feels like to second guess yourself, as in, am I doing the right thing? Am I getting the right lights? Am I getting the right sound? Am I getting right the camera? Am I getting this, all this, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's incredible because I am so sure of myself that I'm going to be the best podcaster in Scranton, right? But I'm lost because I don't know how to get there, but I feel like I'm on the right path. And that's what's so incredible about it. You know, it's like, I'm saying that I'm lost because there's no blueprint to do it. There is no how-to do it. You know, it's like I'm creating my own path. You know, obviously I'm lost. I'm going into a land unknown, you know, for me personally. And I don't like to really look at other podcasters. You know, this is like, it's so mind-boggling that when I tell people that, I don't really like listen to many podcasts because like, and I'll tell you because I don't want to regurgitate information. I like to be able to create my own ideas and do it my way, my style. But I will look at them for a little bit of an eye every now and then. But I don't indulge myself into the biggest podcast world. And I think that's okay. Yeah, I think it's completely okay.
Man, that's perfectly fine, bro. Yeah, like as long as you know you're doing good, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah, and you know, life is incredible because like I'm doing this. I've proven to myself already that it's like I'm lost. I'm a little bit alone. You know, it's like I'm living alone, which is great. It's okay. It's fine. I don't want to be alone forever, but I know I can survive on my own. Yeah. You know, it's like the reassurance as in I'm so sure of myself is that I know I can survive alone. I've done it already. Not saying that I want to be alone all the time. Yeah. But that's why
it's a possibility though, that like you already know the possibilities that you can achieve. You know what I mean? Like that's fine being alone. I feel like
a little bit, bro.
Oh,
you're good.
I keep doing.
You're very lax.
Yeah. But yeah, like the possibility, knowing the possibility of just like your opportunity doing it by yourself is a very powerful thing, bro. Because a lot of people need somebody else to be there with them. Like you could do your own thing by yourself, and that's a good thing.
And you understand it. You understand what you're doing,
bro.
You know?
I get it. Like,
yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I get that.
I hear you talking about your exes. I hear it. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's like I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's like I feel like whenever we start talking to people as we're doing these like outlets that are not orthodox, you know, we were like taken back by it, and they're like, "This guy is a clown." You know, this guy is really trying to put himself in a saturated community. He's so confident and full of himself that he's gonna make it. You know, and it's like sometimes that scares people away. Yeah. And it's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's okay because I know how to survive alone. Yeah. Not saying I want to be alone. Kevin is single.
Yeah. Girls that are watching this or will watch this, shout out to Kevin.
Your boy is single.
For real.
That's like the second time you try to pimp someone out. The first person you tried to pimp out was CJ Lopez in season 1.
That sounds so familiar.
He's from the Stroudsburg area.
Yeah. CJ Lopez. Oh, shit.
Singer.
Yeah.
What? He lives in Florida. Yeah, he's coming back up season 2.
Shout out to CJ, bro.
Mr. Lopez doing his thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's just one of my quotes. That was one of the ideas that I thought that life is incredible to be so sure of yourself, be so lost.
It is.
You know.
Yeah, that's a really good quote and good idea to keep yourself like going every day. because life is great, but it's just a journey. So you know what I mean? Like you'll go through a lot of things, and you know, one day, well, there'll be multiple days that everything's going perfect, and then some shit like just happens. And it's just fucking like it just fucks you up. You know what I mean? But it's a journey, and it's a lesson. You got to just learn from it. It's like we're always gonna be put. Like things are gonna be put in our lives to like fuck us up, honestly, just to make us stronger. You know what I mean? So that's what makes life great. You know what I mean? Life is good. Like Future, life is good. You know what I mean? Like
that was pretty good.
For real.
I heard someone say that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
Bro, God gives. See, a lot of people don't understand. Like when you talk to God, He shows Himself for real, because it is a He, people, and it's our Father. That's why they don't call us our mother. Like, you know, a lot of people want to say Mother Earth. Let me stop. But anyway, God will give His chosen people the hardest lives, and I had a fucking tough ass life, bro. So I feel like I'm a chosen one, but I don't want to be like, yeah, like I'm chosen, I'm better than you. Like, honestly, the people that are chosen aren't better than nobody. They're actually worse off. You know what I mean? Like I feel like God has chosen me to just do something on this earth before I die. That's different. You know what I mean? Like He gifted me with first the name David, which is a very powerful name. You know what I mean? Like David fought Goliath with a fucking slingshot and a pebble, bro. And a bear and a lion. You know what I mean? And my parents gave me that name because of that. So they understood. I don't know, when they were younger, maybe God told them to name me like that, but it is what it is. And then knowing the older I got, that I was always gifted with music. Because I played the piano since I was like 8 years old. So it's like...
That's beautiful. You know all the instruments too. I mean, the notes.
Well, yo, I played so many fucking instruments. It's crazy.
You play that guitar right behind you? It's tuned.
Yo, that's actually the one instrument that I wanted to actually teach myself is acoustic guitar. I want to learn acoustic guitar, but I know drums, flute, clarinet, piano. Yeah, damn. I know some notes. We'll see.
I picked it up during COVID in hopes of being beautiful, you know, just knowing how to play it. Now it just kind of sits here and collects dust. I tried learning off of YouTube. It was pretty tough. I love instruments. So I love seeing instruments be played. People are like, oh, why are you going to that rock concert? I'm like, bro, I don't even know the band, but I just want to see that guy shredded on the guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
right? It's the cool part.
That one song, Black Betty. Alabama, whoa, Black Betty. Yo, that shit is in my playlist. And let me tell you, when I go to the gym and I need to do cardio or I need to fire myself up, that's the song I'm playing. And I'm literally shaking my head going nuts. I just love the bass in that song. You can really do. Like, it's fucking sick, dude. It's amazing. Yeah.
It's like it literally sound like the drum pattern sounds like somebody stomping their foot and clapping. It's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's like a fire up. Let me fire you up. There's that song, as well as I don't know if you know Joe Satari. Joe Satari. No. He made his songs are usually just single guitar riffs, as well as Leonard Skinner Freebird. Oh, God, Freebird. That guitar riff is fucking incredible. Like that's where my range of music is so wide, you know, and I love it. But yeah, I really do love instrument. You know, being able to play one would be a gift. I mean, recorder. I got the recorder. Like everyone knows how to play the recorder.
Yeah. That's cool though. I mean, just pick that shit up, bro. Pick it up. Yeah. And just work on it every day. You can put 15 minutes, not even 5 minutes a day onto that shit.
I should.
And you'll learn it. For real. That's just how it happens. You know, you just gotta be dedicated though.
I'd settle for Guitar Hero right now.
Yo,
Guitar Hero guitars over there.
Get the fuck out of here. You still have guitar. Wow,
it's Rock Band. Guitar Hero's better, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, Guitar Hero. If you could pick up a PlayStation 2, get Guitar Hero 3.
Oh wait, Guitar Hero. I actually do have it in my crawl space. No cap. They at PlayStation 2 style. I have a friend who left it over here.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking. What was the craziest song on that? I think it was like The Devil Goes Down in Georgia. Or
yeah.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy. He used to play that shit on Expert.
That one and Through the Fire and the Flames.
Yeah, Through the Fire. Yeah, Through the Fire and the Flames.
Song's incredible. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
I had a drum set. Go ahead.
I think that was like one of the songs, one of the games that I actually grew my musical, just like liking rock music and shit.
Yeah.
Like, just different music. Like, I played that shit so many times with my sister, and I was like, yo, this music's fire. I don't just like hip hop anymore. Like, hip hop's kind of boring after this shit. Like, you know?
You said you play with your sister. I used to play with my older brother, right? And as a matter of fact, I was always a singer. I fucking ripped it on the chords.
Shit.
I really did, bro. I was a singer, but I'd play guitar and the drums as well. We had a drum set, and then my one friend decided to be cool and try to jump over the drum set. And he like broke the leg, and he said he would replace it, and he never did. So thank you, Joe. Thank you.
We remember Joe.
Hey, so this is called Tea Time, inspired by Arizona Iced Tea, not brought to you by Arizona Iced Tea. And I want to share like a story. Actually, there's two, right? Mm-hmm. One of them happened yesterday. It's very quick, very simple. I found my first bootleg ass Arizona. And what I mean by that is I went to go grab an Arizona Iced Tea, a green tea, right? Mm-hmm. And you know how when you grab these cans, they're usually full. Like you can't even push and bend it at all, right? Well, this one just was like very flimsy. I was like, yo, what the hell is this? I was like, this is off. I never seen something like this. So I don't know what happened there. They had a bad batch. Arizona stepped your game up because I put that. I literally touched it. I was like, oh, what the hell is that? I put it back down. I was like, this is like a fake ass Pringles. You know, it's like a half filled Pringles can. You know. So we had that happen yesterday. But I went to the store at by my job, and I saw that they had Arizona half and half, and it was $1.29. And when I saw that it was $1, and it was a can. When it was $1.29, I literally looked at it and I walked away. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Well, hold on. I was like, hold up. I said, that was a testament as to how much do I really love Arizona iced tea.
Exactly.
Am I willing to spend the $1.29 to get the same fucking tea? Although it's labeled 99 cents. And at that moment in time, I said no. And then after, when I thought about it later, I was like, damn, I would. I was like, because if you think about it, right? If you think about it, you can make a sandwich, right? I mean, a sandwich tastes fire. It tastes all right? Yeah. Michael makes you a sandwich. That shit is going to fucking smack, okay? So the Arizona iced tea is the sandwich in that scenario. You know what I mean? So Arizona iced tea, that's how I look at Arizona iced tea. I don't want to make the fucking 5 scoops of Lipton iced tea. Yeah. You know, I don't want to do that shit, you know?
That's way too much time.
I would spend the $1.29 on Arizona, but I pray to God they don't do that.
Yeah, come on, Arizona. Don't do that shit. Keep it at 99 cents. There's a lot of people in the hoods that still only got that dollar and want that 1 penny back to put in their piggy bank. Don't do that shit.
I do take my penny back, and I don't think that's a problem.
No, that's not a problem. Them pennies add up, bro.
Well, you want a penny? Be like, yes. Yes, I do. It's fucking claiming on my taxes.
Exactly. There you go. Word.
So those are my 2 Arizona stories. Yeah, the answer is yes. I would still buy the Arizona.
129.
Would you buy the Arizona? I mean, I don't know if you love this for Arizona like I do.
It depends. I mean, if it's this,
yeah,
definitely.
Oh, I'm happy you enjoy that one. Really do.
But if it's like if they got a 129 watermelon or fruit punch one, oh hell no. I'd rather get like a Turkey Hill fruit punch gallon for like $2. You know what I mean? But Arizona, keep making this shit.
Do you have any deep thoughts you want to share real quick? Because I noticed that you do like to go live a lot. You know, why do you go live a lot? And you know what? Actually, I didn't ask you this during the podcast. Let me just ask you right now. Euphoria.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. I think it's Euphoria or it's Forever. I think it's Forever, where you play there's historic clips over the whole album. You know.
Oh yes.
Why'd you choose those historic clips? And I'm gonna pull it up real quick because I know what you captioned it was kind of interesting as well, which is like truth. You know, big man about truth here. Let's see. Here we go.
Truth, humanity. Yeah.
I think it was Forever. Music, art, history, truth, humanity, forever.
Yeah.
And the clips are so interesting.
Thank you.
What made you go with those clips?
Man. So those clips were actually from a short film that I watched. That was from the 80s called Koyaanisqatsi. and it's phenomenal. And I just like edited them to go with my songs, whatever. Man, those clips just show different perspectives of humanity. It like the first perspective is pretty much, if I can remember this correctly, it's just showing the perspective of watching humanity. You know, like it's showing like how humanity acts, like animals. Honestly, like we all have like we all go to a job, 9 to 5. We do this like same structure every single fucking day. And I mean, if you don't have like a different mentality, it can eat you up for the next 40, 50 years. You know, and the first clip was pretty much just showing that. And then the second, when the second song comes on, it shows the perspective of like a human. Like it just it shows like what we do, like from
first person
perspective. There you go. First scene was third, second was first, and then the third, when my song "Holy" comes on, is showing that it's deeper than just us. You know, like the third scene was showing how like microchips pretty much show, like microchips in a laptop or a computer are the same as if you look from an airplane, and how like the ground in like the city looks.
Okay.
So it kind of sparks, like, I mean, it sparked something in me when I saw it, but I was hoping to spark something in everybody that watched it as well, that, damn, if that looks like that, the people that made that shit, what did they base it off of? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had to base it, like, you always have a base for, like, a standard for something. Like,
yeah.
That's like a basis of, like, normal testing. You have a standard that you test something towards to make sure it's okay. And I feel like humanity is the standard for every technology that we have. Like, they put melanin in fucking microchips.
Okay.
Like, when you look up what they actually use in microchips, is melanin.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but like, you know, they're finding plastic in people's DNA now.
Oh, of course. Because it's in the food that we eat. Like, it's not even directly in the food that we eat. It's indirectly.
Cross-contamination.
It's cross-contamination from, like, plastic plants having animal farms right next to it where they stash their pork and, like, their pigs and cows and chickens. And these fucking animals are eating plastic-filled pellets.
Good point, man. I work at this power plant next to a lot of farmland, and all they project in the air is dust.
But where's that dust coming from? You know what I mean?
The paper towels.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So it's just like...
And you're right, it is. I mean, it is falling on their crops and everything.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be one of those people that, you know... I'm here... I know my purpose on this earth is to start the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I can start the conversation between humanity two ways: through my music and through my flesh. You know what I mean? So if I'm not doing it through music, I'll do it through conversation. And this is the conversation that we're having now. It's just to start the conversation on different things, because people are just sheep. You know what I mean? And we need to stop. We need to think more, like, deeply about what the fuck is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know people's political views and all this, and I don't like to talk about that shit, you know, religion, really, but there's always something deeper than, you know,
what you see on the surface.
What you see on the surface. It's like, if there wasn't, then if we dug into the ground, there wouldn't be layers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Good analogy.
Yeah. So it's just like everything just comes with a standard, and you gotta just see where that standard started from.
That was some good tea, bro.
Thanks.
That was some good tea. And with that, with that being said, we're gonna end tea time here, man. Thank you, Fame, for coming out, man. Thank you for having an open mind. Cheers to Arizona Iced Tea. Thank you for watching Tea Time, inspired by Arizona Iced Tea, but not brought to you by Arizona Iced Tea. One day it will be. And this is Kevin Martinez, the man in the middle. Fame signing out.